Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All praise is due to Allah. Peace and blessings be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad, upon his family, and upon his companions. Today, we are not speaking about the past for its own sake. We are not speaking about empires. We are not speaking about borders. Today, we are speaking about something far more powerful. We are speaking about how the timeless governance of Islam can be revived in the age of technology. This is the vision of the Digital Caliphate. Today, Muslims are more connected than ever before. We communicate instantly across continents. We trade globally. We build digital products, platforms, and communities. And yet, despite this connection, the Ummah remains politically fragmented, economically dependent, and institutionally weak. We have technology, but we do not yet have a shared digital governance framework rooted in Islamic values. The original Khilafah was never merely a state, it was a system built upon justice, trust, consultation, accountability, and responsibility before Allah. So the real question today is not whether a historical empire can return. The real question is this: can Islamic governance return as a digital operating system for the Ummah? To understand the future, we must first understand the past. Islamic governance began in Medina when the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, served not only as a spiritual guide, but also as the leader of a living, functioning society. After his passing, the Muslim community faced its first great challenge: who would lead? From that moment, the Khilafah emerged as a system of public responsibility. The Khalifa was never meant to be a sacred ruler. He was a servant of the Ummah. He did not create divine law. He administered it. Authority belonged to Allah. Leadership belonged to people. And accountability belonged to both. This balance created a unique political model in human history. Not a secular democracy, not a religious dictatorship, but a system where divine guidance framed human decision-making. At the heart of the Khilafah were several foundational pillars. The first pillar is Shura, consultation. Leadership in Islam is not isolated leadership. Allah commands consultation. Major public decisions were discussed with knowledgeable and trustworthy members of the community. This prevented the concentration of power and protected society from personal rule. Consultation was not symbolic, it was institutional. The second pillar is Bay'ah, public consent. A ruler did not govern by force alone. He governed through a social and moral contract with the people. The community pledged loyalty on the condition that the ruler obeyed Allah, upheld justice, and served the public good. Without Bay'ah, there was no legitimacy. Power in Islam is not inherited by default, it is entrusted. The third pillar is the rule of law through Sharia. The Khalifa was not above the law, he was bound by it. He could not legislate according to his own desires. He implemented an already existing moral and legal framework. This ensured that authority was limited and accountable. The fourth pillar is social and economic justice embodied through Zakat and Waqf. The Khilafah was not only concerned with courts, armies, and administration, it was responsible for the poor, the vulnerable, the traveler, the orphan, and the indebted. Zakat ensured redistribution of wealth. Waqf funded hospitals, schools, roads, water systems, and public institutions. Civilization itself was financed through ethical endowments. Another important truth about the historical Khilafah is often forgotten. It was not centralized in the modern sense. It governed vast regions through delegated authority. Local communities retained administrative systems, courts, and customs, while remaining connected to a shared political and moral framework. This flexibility allowed diverse societies to coexist under one civilizational order. In reality, Islamic governance already functioned as a distributed network. So what does this mean for us today? It means that the spirit of Islamic governance does not depend on geography, it depends on structure, it depends on institutions, it depends on systems, and this brings us to the idea of the Digital Khilafah. The Digital Khilafah is not a state, it is not a replacement for existing countries, it is a non-territorial digital governance infrastructure for the Ummah. It is a network-based system that allows Muslims around the world to participate in shared decision-making, economic cooperation, and social responsibility without requiring physical borders. In the Digital Khilafah, the principle of Shura becomes a global digital consultation system. Members of the Ummah can participate directly in decisions or delegate their voice to trusted scholars, experts, and representatives. Technology allows consultation to become transparent, auditable, and scalable. What once took place in small councils can now take place across continents. In the Digital Khilafah, Bay'ah becomes digital consent. Membership and participation are built on decentralized digital identity. No single authority owns the identity of the people. A person joins the digital community by willingly committing to a shared constitutional framework grounded in Islamic principles. Their consent is recorded securely and transparently. Bay'ah becomes a digital social contract. Just as the Prophet, peace be upon him, established a constitutional agreement in Medina, the Digital Khilafah operates through a digital constitution. Its rules are public, its governance processes are visible, its decision mechanisms are clear, change is not imposed, it is achieved through structured consultation. This creates rule-based governance instead of personality-based leadership. Sharia in the digital age does not become automated religion. Scholars remain essential, human judgment remains essential, but administrative processes such as contracts, compliance, fund distribution, and public programs can be executed through transparent digital systems. This strengthens accountability and prevents abuse. Technology becomes a tool for integrity, not control. One of the most powerful dimensions of the Digital Khilafah is economic justice. Zakat can be administered through transparent digital infrastructure. Funds can be collected, categorized, and distributed openly and efficiently. The Ummah can see how resources move and where they are allocated. Trust is restored through visibility. Waqf can be revived through digital platforms. Endowments can be protected, documented, and developed. Large projects can be supported by small contributions from millions of believers. Education, healthcare, housing, and public services can once again be sustained by community-owned assets. The Ummah becomes a collective builder of its own future. This is where modern Islamic finance, ethical fintech, and halal digital trade become essential. A digital Islamic economy can operate across borders, interest-free finance, transparent investment, ethical production, verified halal supply chains, all integrated into one civilizational economic layer. The Digital Khilafah is not about romanticizing history, it is about capability, it is about rebuilding the institutional strength of the Ummah, it is about restoring public trust, it is about creating systems that protect dignity, privacy, and justice. It is about building infrastructure that reflects Islamic values by design. This is why digital Islamic finance, halal marketplaces, Muslim technology ecosystems, and ethical innovation hubs are not isolated projects. They are components of a single architecture, a digital Islamic public infrastructure, a new foundation for a digital Islamic golden age. The future Khilafah will not be built through conquest, it will be built through competence. It will not rise through borders, it will rise through networks. It will not be restored by slogans, it will be restored by systems. The Digital Khilafah represents a transition from symbolic power to functional governance, from emotional attachment to operational institutions, from fragmented efforts to coordinated civilizational rebuilding. It is a return to the original purpose of Islamic leadership, to serve humanity through justice, trust, and responsibility.